Good afternoon. How are you today? Good afternoon. Malcolm, how are you?
Fine, miss, and you?
Fine, thank you. How was the week? How was the week off?
It was great for me. I rest a lot.
But it was short, right?
Yes, sure.
How are you, Patricio? Pato, are you okay? Fine?
Oh, yes, miss. I am fine.
Okay. Well, this is class 322-101. It's 2 o'clock. We're going to start working. Felipe, hello. Claudio, Catalina.
Hello, miss.
Hello, guys. I hope you're fine. Are you okay? Your families, everybody healthy? Yes, everybody healthy at home? Hi, Benjamin.
Hello, miss.
You have a camera at last.
Finally.
Yes, nice. So your family, everybody's fine?
Yeah, everybody's fine. We are just tired of being here, but
yes,
can't go out. So.
Yes, it's absolutely stressing. You know, I need to go out. I mean, not me so much. It's my kids. You know, they are like in a bad mood all the time because it's being the lockdown is it's really stressing for them.
Yes, it is.
And for you too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys, how are you, Paz?
Fine, miss, thanks.
Good. Okay, guys, we have to be strong, yes? Well, anyway, we are going to continue. Last class we began talking about the topic of childhood, yes, past tense, and I would like to remind some important verbs that we studied last class. The verb to be born in the chat, remember that it's always I was born, yes, or you say she was born, yes, she was born in 2000, you know. Some students say I born, he born, incorrect. You are supposed to say I was born, she was born, they were born. It's obligatory the use of was or were, yes? The other verb that we studied together last class was the verb grow up, yes? And the past tense is grew up. I grew up in Santiago, I grew up in Concepcion, whatever, yes? Another verb that we studied last class is the verb moved, yes? You moved to a new house. You moved to another city. Some people say change, not correct. You move to another city, you move to another house, okay? And the verb graduated, yes? When did you graduate, guys? When did you graduate?
I don't know.
I mean, from high school. When did you graduate?
Long time ago.
But to 2018, 2017?
Yeah, I'm 22 years old, so I graduated in 2015.
2015, okay, but you're still young. You're still young, yes? Matthias, when did you graduate from high school?
In 2017.
2017, okay, good. Okay, so we studied the verbs to be born, grow up, move, graduate, and that was from last class, right? We were talking about childhood, and we are also going to talk about your teenage years, not only when you were children, but also your teenage years, yes? Okay, yes. So you have some homework for today, guys. Homework, please, from business, essential business grammar and practice. This is pages 30, 31, past tense, irregular verbs today, yes? Irregular verbs. First of all, you studied the verb be and the verb have, yes, irregular. And I'm reminding you because probably you did this homework a long time ago. Irregular verbs, we have examples here. You have do, did, come, came, ran, go, went, buy, bought, make, made. And you were supposed to review the questions, right? You can talk in the past using was or were, and you can also use did with all the other irregular verbs, okay? So complete the dialogue with the correct form of be or have. We have here conversation, please. Paz and Nicolas. Nicolas, you are letter A, and Paz, you are letter B, please. Page 30, everybody. 30.
Yeah, but Nico.
Where is in the essential business grammar?
Essential
Or-
business, yes, essential business. Page 30. Exercise 1. Who is ready? Nico is not ready. Claudio, are you ready with the homework?
Yes, what the letter I am?
Letter A, please, with Paz.
Jane, it's nice to see you back. How was your trip to Oman?
It was fun, thanks.
Did you have a lot of meetings?
Yes, I have some every day, and my meetings with Mohammed were very successful.
Oh, good. The last time he were in England, he seemed interested in the dealership, but was about Amir. Did you have any meetings with him?
No, I didn't have the chance to see him or his manager. They weren't in the office when I called. They were in Dubai.
Okay, so first of all, number 1 is was, yes? Number 2, was. Number 3, did you have? Number 4, had. Number 5, were. And number 6, was.
Was.
Yes, Claudio, I think number 6, you said he was in England, is number 6.
He was?
He was in England, okay? So he seemed, the pronunciation, Claudio, he seemed, repeat, he seemed.
He seemed.
Interested.
Interested.
No, interested.
Interested.
Yes, he seemed interested in the dealership,
In the dealership.
Right. Okay, thank you. Other irregular verbs, page 31. Complete the text with the past simple of the verbs in brackets. Here we have money, money, money. Money, money, money. One evening in 1949, Frank McNutt had an important dinner meeting with 2 business colleagues. What's the pronunciation of that word, please? Colleagues.
Colleagues.
It's like saying this. Look at the chat. With 2 business colleagues, right? Before leaving the house, can you tell me, everybody? He got, yes, changed into a new suit. Unfortunately, he forgot. He forgot that his wallet was in the old jacket pocket. So he
left
home with no money. He, past tense of meet. He met the 2 businessmen at a New York restaurant and they had an expensive meal. After dinner, the waiter brought. Repeat after me. Brought. He brought Frank the bill. When he
Put.
Put. When he put his hand in his jacket pocket, he found that his wallet wasn't there. Yes, continue, Nicolas. Number 10, what
made the problem worse was that he wasn't know the manager of the restaurant and his two colleagues.
What do you think about number 11, guys?
Didn't know.
Didn't know. Yes.
Didn't know.
What made the problem worse was that he didn't know the manager of the restaurant and his two colleagues, Nico,
wasn't have any catch with.
Didn't have.
Weren't.
No, because it's the verb have. Yes? Okay, when you use Nico, when you use was or were, it's because, where? It's because you don't have another verb, right? When you say he was at home, yes? Or they were worried, yes? So what is the verb here? He was at home, the verb is was. They were worried, the verb is were. In this case, the verb is have, and the verb is know. So when you have other verbs, have, they, the verb know, the verb cost, I don't know, the verb think. All the verbs need the auxiliary did. When it's negative, you say didn't. Didn't pay, didn't know, didn't cost, didn't have. So in this case, what made the problem worse was that, number 11, Nico?
He didn't know.
He didn't know the manager.
The manager of the restaurant and his two colleagues didn't have any catch with them. In the end, he rang his wife at home. She drove over to the restaurant with his wallet and paid the bill.
Paid
The
the
bill.
bill. Okay, continue, Benja Godoy. After that incident,
Frank thought of a new way of paying for meals in restaurants by using a card. He set up a new company called Diners Club in 1950. Diners Club. People all over New York began to use these credit cards to pay for meals. At first, about 20 restaurants in the city took the cards, but Diners Club quickly became very well known across the country. Diners Club were very popular with traveling salesmen who went from city to city.
Okay,
If you had a
thank you.
card-
Thank you. Who went from city to city, yes? Number 20 became, number 21 went. Yes, okay, continue, Matias Lopez, please. If you had a card,
If you had a car, it meant that you didn't have to travel with lots of cash and people.
okay,
left.
it meant,
Never be.
yes, no, it's okay.
It meant
It meant that you didn't have to travel with lots of cash. Cash.
cash.
Yes, remember the pronunciation, please. Look at the chat. Cash. Continue, Matias.
People left safer.
People? People?
And people left. No, felt safer. The company grew quickly, and soon other banks saw that it was a good idea. In 1915, American Express and Bank America, Visa visa. Come out, the age
Came
of
out.
plastic.
Matthias, the past tense
Came.
of come is came.
Came out.
Came out.
Came out. The age of plastic money had arrived.
Had arrived. Yes,
Had
that's
arrived.
right. Questions and negatives. Make sentences about the text in two with the negative form. When Frank McNamara left his house, he didn't take his wallet with him. He, the manager of the restaurant. What do you have, Catalina Tapia?
He didn't know the manager of the restaurant.
Continue.
His colleagues didn't have any catch with them. Unit Diners Club started
Until
Diners Club people use catch they didn't pay by, no sé cómo decir eso.
By check.
Check or credit card. And people didn't feel safe traveling with lots of catch.
People didn't feel safe. Yes.
Didn't feel safe.
Thank you, Catalina. Complete the questions with the verbs in the box. Where did the three men eat? They ate at an expensive restaurant, right? Where did they eat? They ate at an expensive restaurant. Catalina Carrasana, number 7. Catalina, are you there?
Dice que no se le escucha, pero no está muteada. Así que.
Maybe. Okay. Catalina, no? Yeah. Malcolm.
Yes, Miss.
Number
7.
Yes, 7.
Did Frank's colleagues have any catch? No, they didn't have any money.
Continue.
Who did Frank ring? He rang his wife.
Very good. Who did Frank ring? Yes, Felipe Matias, ring. The past tense of ring is rang. Go, Malcolm.
What did Frank's wife bring? She brought his wallet.
She brought
wallet. And did Frank set up Diners Club in 1985? No, he set up in 1950.
Yes, that's right. Malcolm, did you write true sentence about yourselves and these times?
Yes.
What did you write in number 1?
It is in 2000.
In 2000.
Yes, in 2000, I was a school student.
A student.
A student. 5 years ago, I was studying at Don Orione School. Last year, I learned how to drive a motorcycle. Last summer, I went to USA, and last week, I played video games.
I played. Yes, that's right. Okay, very good, guys. Thank you. Okay, so you're learning business vocabulary, and this is really important for your future, yes, as engineers. Okay, so we have here, we are going to watch a video. I'm going to share a screen about where were you born? Share screen, share with computer sound. And I want you to look at this video and pay attention to the verb to be born, please.
So where were you born?
I was born in New York City.
Okay, and when were you born?
January 28th, 1969.
Okay. And did you grow up in New York?
Yes, I did.
Where and what did you study?
I studied at Rutgers in New Jersey, and I studied psychology.
What are your future plans?
I will work in America and then maybe move to Thailand.
Why do you want to move to Thailand?
Because Thailand has beautiful beaches and it's warm all the time.
Do you have any thoughts about getting married, having children, raising a family?
I'm not up to that yet. No.
Not even thinking about it?
Well, I'm thinking, but I'm not up to that yet. No.
How about some other thing you might like to do, like learn to play a musical instrument or some other hobby you might like to learn?
Okay, I really love skiing, so but I'm not too good at it. So I love to learn more.
I'd like to play the violin.
I'd like to learn more about writing. I like writing.
In New York City.
So where were you born?
I was born in New York City.
Okay, and when were you born?
January 28th, 1969.
Okay. And did you grow up in New York?
Yes, I did.
Where and what did you study?
I studied at Rutgers in New Jersey, and I studied psychology.
What?
Miss, you're muted.
Okay, so what are the questions that this guy asks in past tense to the blonde woman first?
Where were you born?
Yes, let me write. It's where, right? Where, oh my gosh, where were you born? Okay, no, it's where. Okay, and then?
When were you born?
When, yes, when were you born? And then what did he ask her?
Where you grew up?
What is the question? Where did
you grow up?
Yes, very good. And then the guy asked a man. What did he ask?
What did you study?
Where did you study?
Where or what?
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 Why did he say New Jersey then?
He answered that, and then he studied psychology.
Okay, so what did you study? What did you study? Yes, but you can also say where did you study? Yes. Okay. Ask these questions, Benjamin, please, to Paz.
Hello, Paz.
Hi.
Hey, Paz. Where were you born?
I was born in Santiago.
Oh, that's good. And when did you born? And where were you born? Sorry, miss.
What?
I was distracted. When were you born?
I was born in November 28, what can I say? 1999.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Santiago.
Oh, nice. And where did you study?
Yes, high school. We're going to change the question, okay? We're gonna say, where did you study high school? Benjamin.
Where did you study high school? Paz?
I say the name of the school. Yeah, again. That.
Where did you study high school, Paz?
I studied Wait. I studied at Santa Cruz School.
Very good. Okay. Remember not to say I was studying. It's not necessary. I studied at Santa Cruz, okay? But Malcolm, ask these questions to Felipe, please. Paz, what do you want?
I was study is wrong or?
Okay, yes. This is correct. Look at the chat.
I studied at.
I was studying. Yes, that's correct. I was, for example, what were you doing yesterday at 7 o'clock? And then you say, I was studying mathematics yesterday. But the simple verb is I studied at Santa Cruz School. No more than that. Simple. Yes?
Okay.
Malcolm,
Yes.
ask these questions please to Felipe Sepúlveda.
Okay, Felipe, where were you born?
I was born in Santiago de Chile.
And when was, no, what was the second question? It was,
When were
where
you?
was you born? When were you born?
I born. What?
I born?
What is the question?
So it was.
Please repeat the question, Malcolm, please.
When were you born?
I was born in 50th of November in 1999.
And where did you grow up?
I grew up between Santiago de Chile and Valparaíso.
Okay. And what did you study in high school?
I studied in at Colegio Teresiano Enrique Dosso.
In Santiago.
Yes.
At Teresiano School. At Enrique.
Teresiano Enrique Dosso.
At Teresiano Enrique Dosso School. Okay, remember when you say when were you born, you are supposed to answer I was born. Always as I was born, yes? Okay, last class we saw this vocabulary, yes? We saw this vocabulary, handout number 13, childhood stories and memories. So we have here playground, nap, marbles, obey, disobey, allowance, recess, chores, bully, date, etc. Babysitter, fairground, braids, amusement park, yes? So what I want you to do is to work in groups. We're going to work in groups of 3, and you are going to write 3 sentences using in each sentence 2 of these words. You understand? You can say, for example, okay, when I was a child, I played hide and seek, and I went to the playground to use the slide. Yes, remember slide? Guys? Slide. This is a slide, yes, in this case, yes. No, how do you say trineo? Sleigh. This is a different word, yes, it's a different word. Okay, so, so you can talk about you, and you can also talk about children in general, yes. We have play hooky, play hooky. What is to play hooky? Do you remember? What is to play hooky? Do you have your dictionaries there? Word reference, guys? Remember, when we have English, you need to have all the windows open with the handouts, with the word, with the homework, and the dictionary. What is the meaning of play hooky? Let's play hooky. Who knows? Nobody.
He's saying it doesn't appear on word reference.
No?
No, because it's a kind of an urban word.
Play hooky. What is to play hooky? Can you guess? A day spent away from school and other responsibilities. What is that? It's negative.
La cimarra.
Yes, that's right. Hacer la cimarra, right? Okay, then we have here fairy tales. Fairy tales is another word that we have here, right? The most famous fairy tales are the Cinderella. Yes, and we also have here Snow White, yes? And the Red Riding Hood, remember? Red Riding Hood and Cinderella. And what do we have here? I love fairy tales. Did you read fairy tales when you were little, guys? No?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. The Three Musketeers. You know Thor.
Rapunzel.
Oh, yes. Okay, so we have fairy tales, and then let's see another word that we studied last class. What is the tooth fairy? The tooth fairy.
De los dientes.
Yes. Oh, look at these pictures. Okay, this is the tooth fairy. Yes, this one. In Chile, we call it, what do we call it? I forgot. It's the ratoncito, right?
El conejito.
No, the
El
conejito is for
ratón.
Sí,
Easter. For
el
Easter.
ratoncito, sí.
Yes, but in English-speaking countries, is the tooth fairy is the one that, you know, gives you something for losing a tooth. Yes. Okay, and then we have here another word, amusement park. Yes. Like Fantasylandia when you were little. Yes. Babysitter, fairground, get away with something, play a prank on someone, Play a prank on someone. What's this? This is a picture that this boy is playing a prank on him.
¿Hacer una broma?
Yes, that's right, that's right. Play a prank on someone. Little children love to do that, okay? So, what you have to do, guys, is to write 3 sentences together using 2 words from the list in each of them. Yes, 3 sentences using 2 words or 2 expressions in each of these sentences, okay? So I'm gonna give you 5 minutes, I think it's enough. 5 minutes, and we are going to work 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to work in 3 groups. Oh, breakout. Okay, join the groups, please. 5 minutes. Claudio, please write one sentence from your group.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know, I always went.
When I was a child at recess, I always went to the playground. When I was a child, I always went to the playground during recess. That's their sentence, okay?
Okay.
Claudio, who were you working with?
With Malcolm and Felipe.
Yeah, okay, so you say, when I was a child,
I always went to the playground during the recess.
During recess. That's the correct sentence, during recess, not the recess, okay? Good. Okay. Benjamin, write another sentence, please. Benjamin, write another sentence from your group. Malcolm, can you read, please, that sentence to everyone, the correct one?
When I was a child, I always went to the playground during recess.
During recess.
During recess.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Catalina Tapia, were you working with Benjamin Godoy or with Malcolm, no? Yeah. Catalina, write another sentence, please, in the chat. Catalina, you write very fast. How did you write that so fast? I don't understand what you did. Yeah. Okay, Catalina, when I was a child, I was a cried baby because all my classmates, what is the past tense of the verb bully?
Bullied.
Bullied.
With I.
It's the past tense is regular, bullied, Catita, okay? Benja Godoy, when I was little, my mom used to read me the fairy tale of the Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, I'm going to write this again.
There's a D.
There's a problem here. When I was little, my mom used to read the fairy tale of the Sleeping Beauty to me. That's correct. When I was a child, when I was little, I would say when I was little, my mom used to read the Sleeping Beauty to me.
You're
but
right.
To use the fairy tale, yes? Okay, Paz, write one more sentence, please. And Pato Lizana, the last sentence, please. Write one more. Sometimes, you know, it's the order. Yes? Normally, you write when, you know, at the end of the sentence, or the place. When and where at the end of the sentence. In the case of during recess, is at the end of the sentence, yes? When I was a child at the playground, I play in the slides. Yeah. Okay, when I was a child, this is order to pass. The place is at the end of the sentence. When I was a child, I played in the slides in the playground. The playground. When I was a child, I played in the slides in the playground. You know, you write what is more important before. The place in the playground is not so important. What is important here is that you played in the slides, right? So at the end, you say in the playground. Pato, in my childhood, I went to playground and began a jump rope to whoosh. I don't understand. Okay, we are going to write this again. Okay, in my childhood, okay, that's fine because you put a comma. In my childhood, I went to jump rope in the playground with all friends. Yes? In my childhood, I went to jump rope in the playground with old friends. Yes, when you write in English, you need to summarize and you have to put, you know, the most important information first. To jump rope is the important information here. So that goes first. First, the important information. At the end of the sentence, you say where or when or with whom. Okay? That's the way you do it. We are going to continue talking now about handout number 15, family histories. Let's continue talking, guys. Here you have a picture. Yes, what can you see in the picture? Please, unmute everybody. What can you see in the pictures? I am unmuting you.
A family.
A family, yes, more.
We see, I think it's a family. They are laying on the grass, probably smiling for a picture. There's a little boy.
There's a little boy on the right, yes. Excellent, and on the left?
I think
a girl.
It's and her mother.
Mom? Yes.
Yes, and a little girl too. In the background, the middle, what can you see in the background?
Some trees.
In
the middle of the photo, I think they are their grandparents of the little kids.
Yes, the grandparents of the two little kids. Excellent. So think about where your grandparents are from. Interesting facts about your aunts and uncles. How your parents met. Where your parents lived when they were younger. Any special memories you have. And present this family history to the class. For example, my father's parents are from Acapulco. They moved to Mexico City in 1964. My father grew up there, and my mother's parents, you know. So, can you please tell me, Malcolm, orally, answer these, but only speaking.
Like the example?
Like the example, yes.
My father's parents are from Chile, the same as my mother's parents, from Cerro Navia, I think. And my father and my parents grew up in Cerro Navia, and they met in a sport club, like in a volleyball sport club. And that's it. They met up.
Should try to tell me more.
And then in 2012, we moved to Maipú. Now I live here.
Wonderful. Very good. Very good. Excellent. They met, they moved, or you moved, right? Paz. What about you? I want you to answer these questions, but only speaking, yes?
My father's parents, I don't know where they from because I can't, no, because I, no sé, no los conocí, no sé cómo decir eso.
How do you say no los conocí in English?
I didn't meet them.
Didn't meet them.
I didn't meet them. Yes? Attention, yeah. Look at the chat. And you say, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, you say, I don't know because where they are from. Yes? This is what you say. I don't know where they are from. No, I don't know where are they from. You understand? Because this is not a question. It's an answer. So you invert. Instead of where are they from, you say where they are from. It's inverted. Okay, Paz, one more time.
My father parents. No, I don't know where, no sé cómo decirlo.
And your mother and your father, where did they meet?
No sé. No sé esas cosas.
Oh my gosh, but you should know.
No sé, a ver.
But are they still together?
No.
Ah, okay. Go and ask someone in your house, okay? Catalina Tapia.
Okay. My father's parents are from Chile, Santiago. They live in Quinta Normal. And my father's met in the high school, in the, ¿cómo se llama esto? ¿Cómo se dice cuando son el grupo que son presidente, secretario?
Ah, okay. They met in the board of students. Board of students.
They met in the board of students, and he lived in my grandmother's house, and after moved to Padre Hurtado when we live actually.
Okay, so first, when they got married, attention, you can say when they got married, yes? When they got married, they lived at my grandmother's house, and then they moved to Padre Hurtado, right? Remember, when they got married, and you can also say when they married, yes? When they got married, when they married in the past, yes? Nico Haddad, where is Haddad from? I think that your family is from another country. What can you tell me?
Well, my father's grandparents, is from
are
from, no, the father of my grandparent, o sea, my grandfather, the father of my grandfather.
Okay, your father's father.
My father of my grandfather.
Ah, okay. So your step grandfather, something like that.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
He's from the Lebanon, Arabia.
He is? Or he was?
He was from Arabia. Arabia, and he traveled to Chile because there were a problem, I think, and he traveled to Chile.
And he began his life here.
Yes, and then he had a child, my grandparent, that I don't know. I never met him, and he have my father with my grandmother.
Okay, that's from your father's side. What is your second last name? Haddad what?
Robles.
Okay, so your mother is Chilean.
Yes, my grandparents are from Santiago, and they were born in Santiago, and he met in a park.
They met in a park?
Yes, they met in a park.
Okay. So you can say, my step-grandfather was born in the Lebanon, or in or Saudi Arabia. Where? In the Lebanon or Saudi Arabia?
Arabia.
Okay.
Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia.
Very good, Nico. And your parents met in a park, yes? Felipe Sepúlveda, do you have any ancestors from other countries? Try to use here, you know, the example. My parents are from Acapulco, they moved to Mexico City, he grew up. What did your grandfather study or where did he work? Yes, and etc. Tell me please, Felipe, about your grandparents, your family.
Okay, my father's parents are from Santiago. They met in a bus, in the public bus, because he lived too close. The same street.
They were neighbors.
Yes.
They were neighbors.
And my grandfather is a doctor of the University of Católica. And my mother's parents are from Valparaíso and Viña. And I don't know who they meet.
How? I don't know how they met. How they met.
Yes. I don't know how they met, but when he got married, he moved them to Santiago de Chile, to Santiago, and in the front house, in the front house of my grandfather's, my father's parent. My mom and my dad, they meet them in the cross of the street.
Okay. So they were neighbors. They live across from each other. Okay, I'm going to write this. They lived across from each other. They live across from each other. Yes? Okay, nice. Okay, Matias Lopez, would you like to say something about your family? Mati? No, he doesn't have a microphone. Matias, would you like to say something about your grandparents, your grandmother, your family? No, we can't hear him. Benjamin Godoy, can you please say something? Where is your family from?
Well, my grandfather was born here in Concepcion, specifically in Talcahuano. He joined the army. I think he was from the Navy. And my grandmother, she was born on an island near Chiloé.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's why we drink a lot of meat here. Both of them moved to Valparaíso. I don't know why. And they met in a family reunion from my grandmother because her sister boyfriend was my grandfather's best friend.
And your parents?
And my mother was born in Arica, and my dad was born in Santiago.
Okay, so your family is from the south, from the north, from everywhere.
Yes, but I was born here in Concepcion, kind of the middle of the country.
Okay.
I don't know how my mom and my dad met. That's weird, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Benjamin, is it cold there today in Concepcion?
What? Sorry?
Is it cold today in Concepcion?
Yeah, yes, it is. Well,
it's cold.
It's not cloudy or anything. It's sunny, but it's cold anyways.
And tell me, what system do you use to heat your house?
Always a fireplace.
You have a fireplace. I mean,
yes, but
like a chimney.
yeah, but it's not like kind of healthy for the environment.
Oh yeah.
But it's like the most popular thing here.
Yes, the most popular.
It's
the
easier.
Same in Temuco, and the same thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Paz, did you ask your mother?
Yes.
What happened with them?
My parents met because they were neighbors. And my grandfather, the father of my, how can I say, see, the father with my mother, of my mother, I don't know.
My mother's father.
Yeah, my mother's father was born in Arica, and my mother's mother was born in, ay, me lo dijo, pero se me olvidó. Angol?
Oh, in the south. So you're like Benjamin.
Yes.
You have family from the north, from the
Yes.
south, from everywhere. Because my family is all from the north. My grandmother was born in Vallenar. And then, and then they moved to Chuquicamata to work in the mining companies. And then, my aunt met an American engineer from the United States, American, and then they got married in Chile, and then they moved to the United States. That's why I have family in the United States. That's my history. And my mother and my father were neighbors too. They live in downtown Santiago on Nathaniel Street, and my father was a singer. He sang in the church. Ave Maria. And my mother used to go there, and my mother saw him, and she got in love, and then they met and they got married, well, many years ago. When my mother died. My mother had Alzheimer, and she died in 2015. So my father now lives alone. And it's a very sad story because they were in love for forever. My mother was a social worker from the University of Chile, and my father was an accountant. And my mother had Alzheimer, and she died. So it's a very sad story, the story of my mother and my father. But they met because they were neighbors too. Yes.
It was kind of a love at first sight.
Yes, my mother saw him when he was singing, in the church. He had a beautiful voice, and they met, walking. One day they talked to each other, and they fell in love, and they were always together. They went out, they dated for 7 years, and then they were married for 30 years more. The same man, the same woman, the same love, very romantic. And now my father is...
My mom married?
Mm-hmm.
When she was 14.
Your mother?
My mother.
That's why she divorced.
But she has two, can I say? My father is not her first relationship.
Okay, so your mother first got married when she was 14, and then she got married again when she was...
No, with my father don't...
She didn't?
She didn't marry with my father.
Okay, she didn't marry. Okay, she didn't... Okay, you can say she didn't marry. Yes? She didn't marry, or she didn't get married. To my father, to, no with. Yes, you say my mother married my father. Yes, or they married, you married someone. She didn't get married to my father, no with, okay? Okay, so remember the verb get married, got married, yes? Okay, guys, so today I just wanted to talk to you, yes, to give you fluency. You need to talk more, yes? Next class, we will continue. Let me check. Next class, yes, we will We will do a handout, and then next class we are going to talk about your teenage years. Yes, when you were in school, and Catalina, when you were 12, 13, 14, 15. You have to talk to me next class about high school. Yeah, so try to remember, okay? Try to remember your high school years in past tense. We're going to talk about the clothes you wore, the friends you had, the first time you got drunk when you were a teenager, and the problems that you had when you were in trouble.
It
Yeah.
hasn't happened yet.
Oh, wonderful, Benjamin. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Miss.
Because normally teenagers drink the first time when they are young.
I don't understand why.
Miss, you can believe that.
Really? He's pulling my leg then.
He's lying, Miss.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Okay. Thank you for telling me, because you know he looks so healthy and he looks so, you know, like a good boy, that I thought that it was real.
Actually,
Thanks, Miss.
us how to drink
Wow.
alcohol.
He's a bad boy.
Yes.
Do you miss each other, guys?
Yes.
Do you want to see each other and touch you and kiss you and be physically together? Do you miss yourself?
Yeah, I miss my classmates.
But at least you know your classmates. Imagine that, you know, for example, the university students that enter this year, they don't even know their classmates. So that's really, really weird and cold. And teachers, you know, for me to know the mechones.
How do you say mechon? Like freshman or?
Freshmen. They are freshmen or fresh girls,
Women.
fresh women, yes. But it's a you normally say, I am a freshman. What did I write for? I don't know. I am a freshman, you say. I'm a freshman.
I am a mechon.
No, not anymore. Not anymore. Okay, guys. So next class we will continue. Okay, talking about your teenage years, and no homework. No. Okay, no homework for next class. Have a nice week, and I'm happy to see you again. Just take it easy. Be patient. Be patient. Okay.
Thanks, Miss. You too.
Bye, bye, guys.
Bye, Miss.
Thank you
Bye,
so
Miss.
much.
Bye, Miss.
Bye, Miss.